All right. Okay, so we're going to get started, and I just want to welcome you all to week 2 of the Women's Empowerment Series. And for those who don't know me, my name is Anna, and I am the owner and founder of Holistic Journey. I am a relationship mentor, a Reiki master teacher, and a chakra healing expert. And I have certified hundreds of people in each of these modalities. And I've had the privilege of working with some incredible women who've really embraced both these healing modalities and have put their own heart and soul into it. And tonight, I would like to welcome Sabrina, also known as Peace, Love, and Beauty. Right, Sabrina? Peace, Love, and Beauty. And she's going to tell us a little bit about her journey, and maybe you can start by sharing with everyone how we came to meet and tell us a little bit about yourself.
I just want to start off by saying thank you to Anna for organizing this and creating this space for me to be here to share my story with all of you. I'm here today to say that we're all feeling a lot of emotions lately, and we're all going through things inside of ourselves. And I'm here to share with you my story because I want everyone out there to truly know that there is a way to feel good, to have pure peace within yourself, no matter what you're going through in life. Life is going to challenge you. We are in the school of life. So there is going to be challenges. And, the more I talk to women, I see that, it's like, oh, but look at hers. Hers is way worse than mine. Look at what she's going through. Everybody's story and journey is different and unique to them. So one person's struggle isn't greater than the other person's struggle. We have all been given the challenge that is meant for us to overcome and to learn from and to grow from. And there is a way to go through the hardest things in life. Like sometimes what life is going to throw at you is going to be tough sometimes. Yeah. But do we crumble? Do we fall apart? Do we let ourselves go? No, we do the inner work and we pray. And that's my newest song on my guitar. It's called Inner Work and Prayer. That's the song.
Beautiful.
It's got 2 words. Inner work and prayer. And so,
that's such a powerful message.
Yeah, and I believe that, if anybody out there is saying that my life is just perfect, I don't believe you. I don't believe you right now. This time is here to test us and to challenge us. So there are emotions rising in every one of us because we're not distracted with what we're usually distracted with. So we are going to have to face these emotions. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about my journey because, I was the queen of sweeping it under the rug. And, it just came to a point, and it was about 5-6 years ago where, I was looking for something. Like, I just felt like I'm not happy. I don't feel right. I started questioning everything. Like, I didn't even know what to think. Like, so I Googled, why do people think the way they do? And like, I was going, are we the experiment here? Like, all these thoughts were going through my head because I was thinking, what is going on in this world? And it was, I thought by creating a new career for myself, and I started doing microblading, and I started tattooing eyebrows, and I thought, oh my God, this is going to make me so much money. And I started getting so busy, and I was working all these hours thinking, this is what I needed in my life. And money was great. The money was great. But all of a sudden, it's like I was doing a bride on a Saturday morning, and all of a sudden I felt from the bottom of my toes to the top of my head a complete sweat from head to toe. And I was going to do eyeliner and my hands were just shaking. Like and my mind just started racing and I'm going, oh my God, what's happening to me? Like I didn't even know, I can't finish this. Like my mind was just, I never experienced something in my life like that. And there I am standing in front of a bride on her special day. And I didn't know, I'm like, maybe I should get somebody else to do it. And in that moment, I just said, okay, let me put her foundation on, let me calm myself down. And in that moment, I just like prayed to God, like, make this go away. Like I didn't know what was happening to my body. And, and I realized that it was an anxiety attack.
Wow.
And
that was your first one that you experienced?
That was my first one. And I was getting a lot of like tingling in my legs and in my arms. And like, it was just going on like that. I was waking up with back pain every day. Like I wasn't feeling good. Like, so I ended up going to the hospital one night, and because of all this tingling, I felt like my legs and my arms were going numb. Absolutely. And I was sitting in that emergency room, and then one of the nurses said to me, "You're a young, beautiful girl. Live your life and be happy." Oh. And her words I don't know, something about the way she said that to me in that moment. I said, I need to change my life. Like, I need to do something. And that's when I really, truly prayed to God. And I said, I need to change. I need to change what's going on here. Like my relationships were not going well in my life. Like it was just, it was not me. And anybody who knows me, from the beginning of time knows that I am, what you see is what you get. I love to be happy. Like I love to be happy so much. I love being happy. And so sweeping things under the rug and not dealing with the things that were actually going on inside me was actually manifesting in my body as illness. Mm. And then when I went to, and I've always said in my life, like I can handle water, I can handle fire, but not electricity. I hate that feeling of being electrocuted. Mm. And then there I was having a test, getting all those probes put on my fingers and on my toes. And they had to send like to check your nervous system, right? And they were like, oh my God, I don't even want to think about that. And I just felt in that time, I hit the darkness, and when you get there, when you hit that spot of darkness, it could suck you in. The darkness wants to suck you in. And even somebody like me who tries to be happy, I could change any bad situation and I can turn it into a positive. So full of life. With myself. Yeah. Right.
And Sabrina, so, did you know at that time what led to that, or did that insight come to you later?
Led to the insight of me needing to change, or like that I.
Yeah, just like hitting that rock bottom, because yeah, I noticed because having gone through my own depression and even feeling suicidal back in the day. Like, I think it's once you hit that place that you start to recognize all the things that added up to that point, right? It's everything that you kind of bottled up that just came erupting upwards, right?
And it comes in, right? Like when I started to really do on my journey, like I literally went into like kindergarten. Like I started at kindergarten and I opened up every single door that I could open up to discover why I am the person that I am. And like, I wanted to know more about me. I wanted to discover, like, if we are created in the image of the divine, we all know that we are. We all know that we come from the same source, this beautiful light force energy that each one of us has inside of us. We all know that we come from this. We are so capable of so much more than we believe we are. And I want to discover that. So I said, I want to put the work in. I pray to God so much to say, let this happen for me. Let the way become clear. Guide me to my highest and greatest good, because that's where I want to be. That's where I think we all should be. I think we all deserve that in this life. We're not meant to be here to suffer and to live in mediocrity. We're here to thrive. We're here to live. Look how beautiful this earth is. When people say it's like, look at this world, the world we live in. Look at the world we live in.
Yeah.
Go into nature and look at the world we live in. Look at
There's so much beauty around.
There's so much.
There's so much beauty around. There truly is a lot of love around if we choose to find it and see it, right?
And once you see it,
yeah,
you see it in everything. You see it in everything, even in your darkest, even in your challenges that seem like, why is this challenge happening to me? How is this challenge happening to me? Why is this happening?
Well, I think challenges happen to everybody. We all have our own piece of the journey at different times, right? We may not all be going through that part at the same time, but we all go through something at different parts of our life, right?
Yeah, that pivotal moment in your life where you know that you need to make a change. And if there's anybody out there, if you're feeling this right now, because I know everybody at some level is saying, I need to make a change in my life, in one way or another.
And we don't always know what that is. We just know we don't feel well, but we don't always know what that is, right? We don't always know the change that needs to happen, right?
Right, exactly. And you even know it, but you have to work to finding out. Like you have to work it, because then the changes in your life that need to happen happen without like stress, without like even you could say, but what about if I'm sick? Like what if I have like a major illness, or and I'm suffering this way? But your soul, I believe that everybody's soul chooses the challenge before it even gets here. This is what your challenges in this
life you're here to learn,
overcome. It's how you're going to persevere through it. What kind of an attitude are you going to have towards it? Are you going to just sit there and be like, oh, look at what's going on, look at this is happening to me, and it's painful and it's horrible to have an illness and to feel that way, but there is a way with God's grace to have that peace inside of you to make your body actually persevere through it, to get you through it. And you know what? Breakthroughs happen, miracles happen. So I do believe that. I truly believe that. But it's all in your attitude and in the way you are going to perceive and how you're going to deal and work on that
through it.
Right?
Yeah, for sure. So can you share a little bit about how we met? Like Anna
came into this beautiful woman. Like when I meet people in my life, I know when I see genuine, I know when I see authentic, I know it. And when I was at this point in my journey, I know since the moment I asked for it and I said, dear God, help me, the right books came into my life one by one. Like the Chinese nail salon lady, the Asian nail salon lady gave me the Buddhist Bible and I read that. And then then I went to the spiritual store and I said, I need something else. And then I ended up with A Course in Miracles. And I did that for a year and 4 months, a lesson a day for every single day. And then I always have to say this one because this is the one that really, I was in Fortino's and a little black man wearing a fedora with a taller guy are in the freezer section alone with me. And we had the most amazing conversation. And he said to me, have you ever read the Bible? And I said, well, I've read so many books, but I never read this one. And I actually left my card in Fortino's, went to his car, and he gave me a Bible. And I said, if that is not a sign that I should read this, I don't know what is. So I did that, and it was amazing. And so it was like all these tools and modalities came into my life, breath work. I went to ayahuasca. I did plant medicine, ceremonies. Like I've done everything possible to really grow and figure out what was inside me. And yes, he was a guardian angel. I know, because you know what? I never seen him again. And you know,
wow.
so at this point, I'm realizing that my energy system, you know, when I did all the probe testing on my energy, on my when, oh my god, I just lost that. When they were doing all that testing on my nerves, on my nervous system, I knew it was my nervous system. So I really started to dive deep into that. And I thought, what a miracle. You know, we are always waiting for a miracle to happen. But one day I really realized, look at this contraption that we have in our body, this spinal cord, and it's the fuse box of our body. And this is how we move. This is like everything.
Right.
It's our fuse box. And I started, you know, really looking into like the energy system, because that's where, you know, I feel that, you know, it's internal. It's the emotional blocks that cause our energy system to not flow the way it's supposed to.
Absolutely.
And so, you know, I was doing a lot of the work and doing this, and then I said, I want to learn more. And then I Googled chakra healing, and then all of a sudden, Holistic Journey pops up with a chakra balancing practitioner course. And I said, oh, that's perfect. That is like exactly perfect, because this is what I believe in. And anybody who knows me, when I believe in something, you know I believe in it. So I call Anna, and from the first moment that I talked to her in that phone conversation, like I
still remember it.
Yeah, I said, Anna, you're my lady. I could already tell. I could already feel it. You're my person. I know that this is gonna happen. And she only did the chakra courses on Saturdays, and then
right, because you were working Saturdays.
And I was working Saturdays, so I'm like, can't you do it another day for me? Can I do like something? And then next thing you know, COVID comes around, and I go, let me see if I could do this. Like, let me see. I see that she's posted something for an online course. And up until then, I say, like, I'm stuck in 1995. I am not tech savvy. I don't have like any kind of computer skills. I was the last person to start texting. Like, I'm not a phone person. I'm not a computer person. And there I was. I said, I'm going to give this a go. I'm going to do this.
And you did an online Zoom class.
I showed up every week.
And met some incredible people.
Sorry,
right?
Would you say
some incredible people?
Yes, and
some of them who are here with you tonight.
And I love the people that I met there. It's like this group, see, sometimes somebody's energy, you know, and I feel like that way too when I do my circles, brings the right people together in the right time, you know. And so I feel like the people that were in that chakra course with me at that time, it's like we all connected, we all learned. I even went to see some of them. I'm planning to have us all together one day.
We've been saying that. We've been saying it.
So you know, and the way Anna teaches it, and the way she explains it, and the care she puts into it, you know, I feel that sometimes people, you know, money is great, and you want to make your money, you deserve to make your money. You have, like, it's the energy exchange in life. You know, we need to make money for what we do, but it's the effort and the true caring that you put into the people that you're guiding and you're leading and you're teaching. And I truly felt that from Anna, because she gave me that. Like, I felt her genuine love for, you know, for me and in our conversations, and you know, and having those times. It wasn't just about that. It was about her caring about, you know, what was going on in my world as well. So I'm so thankful and grateful for this course, and for the experience, for doing this.
Likewise.
And
I get to meet such incredible people, and to, you know, see each one of you transform, right? And really do that deeper healing work, and, you know, take you to the next level in your life, right?
Well, I feel that Anna came into my life really at the pivotal point in my life. Like, I really You know, I had been doing a lot of the inner work, and I've been, you know, going through that. And then at that point, it's like Anna appeared in my life, and I did the chakra course with her, and then I did some Reiki sessions with her as well.
Yeah.
And, you know, because I really wanted to experience that with her, because we had such a beautiful connection with each other.
Mm.
And when you know that you have a connection with somebody, when you're choosing somebody that you're doing any kind of work with, you know, you have to feel the purest sincerity in both your hearts, because I do believe in that, in the connection in between. Like, nobody comes into your life by accident, you know, and it's the feeling you get from certain people. And I'm really grateful that I experienced it here with Anna.
Oh, likewise. And Sabrina, you've really taken this chakra work and created something really beautiful through it. And you're leading groups of women through this process and helping them as well, right? Like, you're showing up the way you're meant to show up doing this work. Do you want to share with everyone here, you know, how you do that and how you just allow yourself to be led to this place, and the creativity you bring with it? And I know that you've always often shared that you really want to bring the girls together from the chakra class and have them experience this journey as you've put it together.
Yeah.
So do you want to kind of take everyone sort of through a process and what you do, and maybe if there's anyone on here with us tonight who've experienced this work with Sabrina, if you just want to, you know, put it in the comments and just tell us how it's been. Oh, here we go. Like, you know, love our adventures in nature. So Sabrina, take us all through this process, and you know, the healing work that you bring to other people. Because I'm always I always say that what we do for one, we do for many. And that's my mission. My mission is to not just serve one person, but serve so many. And the more people I can certify to go out there and do this work and help somebody else through, you know, just such a difficult time in their life, then I feel that I'm spreading this light amongst others. And the more we can share, right, and really get this around the world, then that's just beautiful, because it's you know, it's got the ripple effect. That's what I like when I teach. I always feel that there's this ripple effect, because you know, whatever healing work you do, you now get to go out there and you do it for other people too. So I really feel like this is kind of a soul tribe, right? Where we're in this together. And, you know, when I teach, I always tell people, like, you know, I'm not going to tell you how to do it, because that just wouldn't serve well, right? I'm more about having you really own your individual gift, because the more you own your gift, then the brighter that light is going to shine.
Yes.
And your people see you.
Yeah. So I want everybody to feel it. I want everybody to feel it, because my way of doing it is, you know, since my kids were little, I used to always say to them, we're going on an adventure walk. I used to call them adventure walks. And, you know, we used to go into nature, and I'd make them, you know, we would get little frogs and caterpillars. You know, I was like the queen of like bug catching. Like, we would find all kinds of amazing things. I caught them a snake. Like, so it was like always like adventures in nature came from that, like my adventure walks, because I do believe that the healing power of nature and doing the work in nature, it's amplified. Praying in nature is amplified. Doing, you know, like our energy work in nature, it's amplified. Everything is amplified in nature. I always say to people, like, you know, when you see little kids, and like, what little kid do you know that doesn't want to be outside?
Right.
Because that's where they get theirs. That's why they have that zest. That's why they have that energy. is because they're outside. They go outside a lot, and you know, as we get older, we start working, and people are behind a desk, or you're inside. You don't get outside as much anymore, and that's why your energy depletes, and you know, and you lose that inner child. Like, that's where that comes from, you know,
and
like
that flow, right? Just that flow going through us in this pure, it's a gift. The earth and nature is a gift.
It comes from the earth, that comes from the sun, that comes from the wind, that comes from the rain. It's all the elements that together, that combine, we are that. Everything inside of us, we are everything. So when I go out into nature and we go through the when we go on the walk, we first of all start with connecting into nature, and, you know, thanking the beautiful forest for sharing the wisdom with us, and thanking the sun for, you know, our vitality. We always say a prayer to the sun. I always say the sun, to me, when I look at the sun, I think of Jesus, you know, the light of the world. And
how beautiful.
We pray there. And I always say, you know, put your face directly in that sun, without sunscreen, without sunglasses on. Take that sun in. You know, I'm the only makeup artist that always said, get the sun in your skin, you know, get that sun in your skin, because it's healing. It's powerful. It's the purest vitamin D that you're ever gonna. No little drop is gonna give you what the sun can.
You know, we all experience it, like, especially on those days where, you know, it's raining and it's more overcast. As soon as the sun comes out, everybody's energy changes.
You feel it. You feel it just by the sun being out. You feel it. So imagine actually feeling it and embracing it, and really, like, being thankful for it and being grateful for it. And, you know, and then we're in nature, and then we go into our walk, and we find, I always find the best spot. Like, I never know the trail. I always say, you know, I never know. People are like, put it on all trails. I'm like, no, the unicorn horn always navigates me through. I always end up finding my way, or I always end up with an amazing navigator.
Now, Sabrina, you are you're in Maple, right?
Yes.
So do you stick to the trails there, or do you go all over?
Well, I try to stick close, because I want, you know, like, I have a WhatsApp group, and you know, I have women in the WhatsApp group, and you know, anybody can join at any time. You know, you could join, and whoever, I said, from the day I started Adventures in Nature was October 31st, and I said, I made a commitment to bring people out into nature. It's like my offering to nature is bringing people with me to truly pray together, you know, and I feel like I'm doing my part in this way. And since October 31st, every single Saturday, you know I haven't been posting on Instagram lately. I haven't been posting the pictures, because I know that some people are uncomfortable about being out in this time, but I say, whoever's willing to troop it out with me, I'm going. The only time I ever stopped was in January, because I took my time off. But every single Saturday, and even on those Saturdays when I think, oh, nobody's going to show up today, there's always
somebody.
Yeah, there's always somebody. It always happens that I end up there. And I said, and if nobody shows up, I walk alone. And I love doing that too. So I was okay with that. So, but every week I've been so blessed, because I've been going through something very, you know, I'm going through something in my life right now. And, you know, these women are almost supporting me as much as I am supporting them on their journey. And I feel like our prayers together are you know, magnified and amplified in nature. And, you know, we go out there, I put on like some crazy music. We do some energy movement through our body. I have different exercises and words that we go through.
Is it through the chakras?
Yeah, through the chakras. Okay. We start by grounding in our root chakra. We open up our arms. We do it, and we think about it, and we speak together. We put our words out into nature together, because I say, repeat after me as I'm saying it, and what we're releasing, and what we are.
Like affirmations. Are you doing some affirmations while you're out there?
Yeah, right. It's like, I am. Oh, how many times have you heard that one? Like, right? Like we say, we release and we affirm. And
Yes.
so our words are so powerful.
Yes.
And, you know, there's an Instagram thing that I read once, and it says, words cast spells. That's why it's called spelling. And it's true. Everything that comes out of your mouth means something. And so I say, choose your words with integrity and confidence, and, you know, speak them, speak the wise words, you know.
Because your words have their own frequency and their own vibration, right?
Words have vibration. And it's true, and frequency. So what we speak means a lot. And so I want every single woman in my group to be able to speak these words to themselves with the belief in the words that they're saying, you know? And sometimes when you're saying the words and you don't really believe it, that's when you have to think to yourself, you know, when I say I release guilt, and you know, like, are you releasing your guilt? Are you thinking about that? And when you say I am powerful, are you believing that you're powerful? Like, are you really believing that you're powerful, that you contain this power? And, you know, I want people to say them enough. And that's why I say, you know, the more you come, the more you will you'll start to understand it, you know. And so that's what I do. And then we sit, and once we clear those passageways in that moment, like we do our exercises, when we sit in our circle and we talk, I feel like the conversation is better. It flows better. It's deeper. The things that are meant to come out. And, you know, I've had people say to me after, you know, oh, I don't know if I should have said that. I can't believe I said that out loud. And I'm like, it was meant to come out. It was meant for you to release it. Anything that comes out of your mouth, you're meant to say.
Because or else it's weighing them down, right?
Right. So I want to give people that opportunity to be able to speak their truth, to be able to speak their feelings, and know that there's other women there that are there to support you, that are not there to judge you. You know, you can sit there and judge anybody's story. You know, it may take it off. I believe that when somebody judges somebody else's story, it's taking your mind off of your own.
Absolutely.
Or whatever's happening inside you. But I say, before you judge anybody else, everybody is on their own journey here. Do not judge anybody, please, because we are all on this journey. We're all living in this life. We're all doing our best. And, you know, our challenges are all different. What's going to come up for you is going to be different for me. So don't ever judge. Don't ever judge anybody, because when you're judging somebody else, you're judging yourself. And, you know, and you're creating judgment upon yourself by judging other people. So own what you are. Own the challenges that are happening in your life. And look at everybody's journey and say, why am I hearing her story? Maybe there's something in her story that is shedding light on something inside me.
Absolutely. I often say that, you know, for those of us who, you know, who've been on this healing journey and who continue to be on this healing journey, like, we've gone through our own darkness and only to come back to help other people through it, right? And for, you know, anyone who's done certification with me, like I always say, we just be the lighthouse. Be the lighthouse. The lighthouse doesn't go looking for the lost ships. The lighthouse is there, you know, to show the way for the lost ship.
Be the lighthouse. Be the lighthouse. Help the people around you. Don't judge the people around you. Don't judge their journey. Help the people. Be that light. Show them that whatever you're going through, you're persevering from, that you're owning what you're going through, that you're there to help others. We're here in the journey of life together to help one another. When we start realizing that we are all one, there will be no separation in our thoughts and the way we look at each other. We're going to look at each other and embrace each other, because
we help lift each other up.
Each other, you know, we need to help each other.
Help lift each other up.
The only way we learn in life, for me personally, I need to learn through experience. You know, I need to learn, I need to experience it. You know, that's why I feel like certain things, as soon as I say I have a fear in something, it shows up in my life. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, here I am facing it. You know what I mean? And so
Right.
I've eliminated a lot of fear because of that, because I am open to facing the things that I need to face in this life,
Trust.
because I want to be the best version of myself in this
Yeah.
lifetime. I really do. And I want others to be the best version of themselves, inner and outer. Decorate your package.
Right.
Like I like inside and outside.
Of course, and that's so. We've share a similar journey, because I started off in aesthetics, right? I started off with the outer, and thought that I just wanted to help uplift people, and really it was the aesthetics that really led me on to this healing path. So sometimes we don't know why certain things come up for us, but it's not always, it's not just because we made a decision in something, it doesn't mean that that's where we stop, right? We just keep growing, and we just keep going. We keep growing, and we keep going. And it's important to trust and have faith, right?
That's for sure.
When you embark on this journey, it's really important to trust and have faith.
It's all about faith, trust, and surrender. Like it's like
surrendering,
get on your
absolutely,
knees and surrender and say, God, I trust, and I surrender, and really show up to life. What about if it's really that easy that all you need to do is show up every single day, put your best foot forward with whatever life gives you that day, and do your best? What about if that's how simple it really is? And as you show up to life every single day, you don't show up to life schleppy, you don't show up to life, like, I don't feel like taking a shower, I don't want to comb my hair, I don't want to feel good. Look, show up to life.
Yeah, put the energy into it. Put the energy into it.
And yeah, because show up to God. I say, like, even in this COVID time, I don't walk around like, of course there's those days where I'm like super lazy, but I still, if I had to open up my door for somebody, I am, I show up to life.
You're present.
Life every single day. I'm not working. The salon is closed down. And like Anna said, being in aesthetics, like I've been so blessed. Like sometimes I would sit behind my chair and I think, how is this my life? Should I be in like a treehouse in Bali somewhere? Like here I am in Maple behind a chair in a hair salon, doing eyebrows, and makeup. And I said, why? And it's like, because God has put the most amazing women in that chair. You know what I mean? And how many times have the women in my chair, like, I love doing the outer work, but that's like, it's almost like second nature to me now. Like, I don't even, I don't even do an eyebrow probably with my eyes closed right now.
But within that, there's a lot that comes up.
Healing, right? Yeah, it's the conversations that we have.
The
connections with these amazing, like I've met so many amazing women.
I'm sure, beautiful women.
And so, a lot of people would leave my chair and say, I needed to hear that. I needed that today. Or because whenever I speak, before I speak, I say, Holy Spirit, speak through me.
Right.
And I know that the messages that I have to share are coming directly from my soul to whoever's in my world. Like, you get my message, and I know there's always something in it, whatever it is, that is going to sit in there, and it's going to plant a seed somewhere inside of you to think about. Yeah, so I think that's why it was, when you're in an aesthetic business, you're not just there doing a service, you're there to service people. You are there to service humanity. You are there for the service of others. And I feel like that has, been a big part of learning how I used to call myself Stats Canada, because I used to ask the same question to so many people. And I would find the commonalities of how the mind works and how people think,
And it wasn't, how would you like your eyebrows?
Yeah, no, that just goes with the flow, but the conversation. I always say, the better the convo, the better the brows. Give me the juicy stuff, okay?
Yeah.
So the better the conversation I get, the better your brow. So start talking.
Wow. You really do have a gift, Sabrina. You really do have a gift. So share with us what do you know, most of these women that you're leading, what do they say at the end of, you know, this ritual in nature and going through the chakra system? Like, how do they come into it, and what are they leaving with? What transformation?
Well, I guarantee that when you leave, you are going to feel good. You are going to feel good. And it comes up later in days, because anything that's done in nature processes through your body, the healing of it and the whatever came up, even in the conversations. Remember, nobody is sitting there. Nobody is with you for no reason. There is something within each person that is talking that gets planted inside you, and it'll arise in you in time and help you to find a deeper understanding about yourself and finding that the things that you need to find about yourself. So you're gonna leave feeling happy. Yes. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah,
so
always leave happy with a smile on my face and my bucket filled. Oh, that's beautiful.
Thank you. Right?
Let's look at some of these comments here. What are people saying? Love our adventures in nature. These experiences are transforming. A shared experience with complete strangers in nature is incredible. And Sabrina's energy is so good and pure. Boy, is it ever.
Thank you.
Is it ever? How beautiful is that?
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much. All I'm going to give you guys, and all I'm going to give this world, is who I really, truly am. You will not see.
What you see is what you get.
What you see is what you get. You know, like I promise that in this lifetime, I'm going to give you anything I can. I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to be their best self. I know that it's possible.
Oh, look, Rosanna said, Sabrina, you are so authentic. Are you ever? Oh. Sun warrior from Natasha.
Yeah. Sun warrior. I am. I like that one. I love that one. Natasha.
Yellow's your color.
Yeah, right? I love the sun. I love the sun, and the sun loves me. That's another one of my hit songs on my guitar.
So Sabrina, what else can you tell us? I know you've had a little bit of experience through our private sessions with Reiki, but how would you describe that? How would you describe Reiki?
Reiki.
Yeah. How did you feel, let's say, through that, and how would you say it's helped you? What can you tell, you know, anyone who maybe hasn't experienced Reiki before, and what are some words that you could...
When I wanted to experience this with Anna, I said, you know, sometimes, you know, you think you're going to do it once. You have to do something, like I say, to do something consecutively to really feel it. You know, like when I say come on an adventure, come into nature, come consecutively, so you start feeling the benefits of what it's really doing for you. And I did some sessions with Anna with the Reiki, right? Like I said, it's at this time in my life right now that I said, okay, I want to go into every nook and cranny, and I love Anna's energy. So I said, Anna, let's see what happens, because like I don't want to leave any stone unturned. You know, I want to be able to, if somebody out there, you know, if there's, I want to know, like if I do something, if somebody could give me a different perspective, or if I'm doing something that that maybe like I can learn something, like I want to know the bad and the good, you know, I want to know whatever is inside me, because we all have shadow. We all have the shadows inside.
We definitely do have, we have the light and the shadow, right? The yin and the yang. And really, so when we do this work, when we do this work, it's really about getting to know our shadow.
Yeah,
because the shadow part of us.
I want to transform the shadow into light. And so doing the Reiki sessions, you know, we went through a lot. You know, even you know, through the energy work and through the speaking. It was just it just, I would go home that night and I'd be like, okay, now I need to write, and I would write a lot that would come up to me, because any kind of healing modality I do, sometimes when you're in that moment, you're feeling, I'm absorbing the experience, I want to absorb the whole experience. And then I know that what I have to integrate is going to come up for me later. So after our sessions, I would go home and, that evening I would sit there and I would write what would come up for me. And, I got a lot of different perspectives during those sessions. So I feel like it is an amazing modality of healing, And somebody mentioned in the comments too with the breathing, I think it was
yes, let me see. Yes, Marilena, she taught me how to breathe, something so simple and pure. And that is so true. So many people forget how to breathe. Like really taking it in, right?
Right. So
like breathing is so important, even in releasing. Because when we're stressed, what do we do? What do we do when we're stressed?
It's like you tighten everything up. You don't even realize it, but you're not.
And when you take a deep breath, and let's all do it together. Let's all do it. Come on, Sabrina. Sabrina, take us through that breath.
In through the nose and then out through the nose. Just take one in. And then
just release. And if you can just even take a few minutes.
Oh, good, actually.
Right?
That was needed. I've been talking. I needed a nice one.
And we have to stop sometimes and just take that breath.
Yeah,
like throughout our day when we're feeling stressed.
Yeah, all the time while you're driving, while you're working, put a reminder on your phone, find a way. I do it because I see my numbers. Like there's certain numbers that I see all the time. And every time I see my certain numbers, I remember to do my breathing, and it brings me back to the awareness of my body. So
absolutely. And a lot of times, like one of the things I find in my practice is that a lot of people are just in their heads. Like a lot of people can't make the mind-body connection. A lot of times, even as I'm taking someone through a process of just relaxing their body, and I feel the tension that they're hanging on to, and I, try to help them relax. They don't even recognize just how much they're holding on to.
Yeah.
And
that's what I say when I did the Reiki with you. It was really absorbing that experience, because I want to go into that place of just complete,
let go.
So I could take whatever you're offering me and what I'm offering you. And if my mind is going, you're not going to absorb any experiences in your life. You're not going to absorb anything.
You're going to miss
Guess what happens when you don't absorb your experiences? Yeah. You're not going to remember them one day. You're not going to have memories because you're not absorbing the experience. So the more you are in your present moment and you control that racing mind through your breathing, your experiences become that much more joyful. You find it's real. You get so much more out of the people that you're around,
because you're present.
Experiences that are offered and presented in your life.
You're in the moment.
And then your memories will stay with you longer. Will stay with you till the end, because you've embraced the moment. But if we're always living with that hamster on that wheel, just circling all the time, you're gonna lose it. And I was just saying this to somebody yesterday, when people say to me, don't you wish your kids were little again? And I'm like, no, not at all, because I love the age you're at now. And I was in there. I embraced those moments, and I
motherhood
was present, even though there's a lot of times, I went through what I went through.
Of course.
On the most part, I'm telling everybody, embrace every moment.
Every moment.
Your world, your children. Yeah. Your experiences that come your way. Really, really be there, because that time doesn't come back. You know. You don't know.
But we're so used to living in the rat race, right?
It's just on the autopilot, going
constantly, right?
No.
And even through this lockdown, how many people have actually taken some time out for themselves, or is that rat race still going?
I'm hoping that a lot of people
have been able to.
I think a lot of people have.
Right? There's a lot more people out in nature. How beautiful is that?
Well, I used to kind of love it when it was me alone out in nature. Now I have to kind of share a little bit. And I'm like, I know I have to share it, because now there's so many more people. And I love it. I feel like nature around me has been, like, the nature in my area is flourishing so much more beautifully now. And I feel like because so many more people are appreciating it. And I feel like that's how nature flourishes and becomes its best self, like its most beautiful, is when people are there and appreciating. It's all about gratitude in this life, everything.
And our bodies, like, we were meant to vibrate in nature. Around water, like that vibration, like the universe is just perfectly put together. We need to vibrate. We're not meant to be locked up inside.
I always say, take away everything made by man, like our clothes, this chair,
someone says, I love the way you dress.
Pardon?
Someone says, and I love the way you dress.
Thank you. My kids just said to me, Mommy, where are you going dressed like that? And I said, this is my style. Like, I dress with what I like. Beautiful. And I don't care what's in style. I've never been the type of person that's ever went for what's on the mannequin. Like, I like to create my own style, and I love helping other people do it too. So
that's beautiful.
I look forward to one day incorporating that into my work with what I do with people.
Nice.
Yeah, Carmela, one day it's gonna be me and you. I want to help people inside, and I want to help people outside. So I want to work on the inside, and I work on the whole package. I could come in your closet and I could change like what I did during this.
Yeah, if you came into my closet, you'd probably be throwing half the stuff away.
I want to come in your closet. I want to do it. I can make things look new. I know it. I just brought all this stuff to my seamstress, and I got my tops cut. I changed my pants. I make them look different. Like, I find a way to make it unique. My jewelry, I put different pieces together to do different.
Well, actually, I'm looking at you right now, and I see like you're pretty much wearing all the chakra colors.
Look at this.
What's yellow?
Miraculous, like, really.
I love that blue. The blue's the throat chakra, and the yellow that you're wearing is all about our power and how we manage our power, right?
Yeah, and I love color.
And our boundaries.
You know what I say to people? In the sea of black, white, and gray, be the burst of color. Because we all tend to go to black, white, or gray because we're comfortable in that, right? And I
think I got some color outside of black in here. I got some pink and some blue.
Put those colors in there. It's good.
So Natasha's saying, I can't wait for you to do my makeup.
Yes, one day that's going to happen. That's for sure. I'm going to get back on track. I am going to be doing eyebrows and makeup again.
Nice.
And I plan on offering some different, having other people with different healing modalities coming into the circles in nature.
Nice.
So I want to invite different, because I know a lot of people that have their own unique healing abilities, and we're all different. There's nothing to compete with each other. I never look at somebody as my competition, because I know that everything we offer is unique.
Absolutely.
We all offer something. There is no competition.
There is not in this industry.
Yeah, everything is based on doing something better than somebody else. But when you do you, 100%, there is not going to be another you.
No.
So
and this work is really all about connection and leaving the judgment behind and just really showing up in service. That's what this is all about.
This is what it is. Right? I'm here to serve.
We're here to serve. And the beauty is, as we're helping other people, we're really lifting ourselves up even further.
Oh yeah, that's
right?
For sure.
It's really a give and take.
People ask me all the time, they say, aren't you afraid of you give so much of yourself to so many people, that it's going to deplete you or drain your energy? And I say,
you're energized.
I never believe that.
When you do it properly, you feel energized.
I feel energized.
You feel like $1 million.
I feel like $1 million.
Right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So Sabrina, are you still doing these the chakra work in nature? Like, are you still leading people through
Yeah,
that, or are you still doing it?
exactly. Yeah, it hasn't stopped. I said every single Saturday it's there for whoever wants to join.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, you do it every Saturday.
Every Saturday,
Okay.
rain or shine. We've been out there in some pretty cold weather, and people have come and asked anybody who's been out there, even when it snowed. We're like, oh my God, it's so beautiful out here. When we're in nature, when we're in the forest, nature takes care of us. So I always say, don't let the weather fool you. How many times have you guys heard me say that? Like, don't let the weather fool you. Come out, enjoy it, embrace the seasons, embrace nature, embrace it with me. Let's do this together, and let's put our prayers out there. Let's
So Sabrina, what can you tell our viewers how, if they want to be in touch with you, or if they want to join you on some of these adventures, how can they, if anyone who doesn't follow you, where can they get your details?
Okay, so I have a WhatsApp group that you can join. I have an Instagram page that you can follow, and then you can DM me and you give me your phone number, and I will add you to the group.
Okay, so Instagram, it's at Peace, Love
and Beauty 33.
Peace, Love, and Beauty 33 to follow her on Instagram. And how would they DM you? Oh, from there, from Instagram.
And then I'll put you.
How would someone?
And you're ready to join? You're joined. There's no obligation. You don't have to say, "Oh, I can't come because of this," or "I can't." Like, just show up. And coming soon. I'm working on it. I am definitely working on offering something more, and I'm going to be offering it. And I be patient. I got to be patient with myself.
Yeah.
I got to. I haven't been on Instagram in a while either. I don't. It's just I need to put my energy really into me right now and into my life, and this is where I'm at right now. And I know when the time is right, I'm going with the flow here. I am completely surrendering and trusting that my life is in God's hands, and I know that I will do that in the way it is meant to go.
And can we all show Sabrina some love? You guys gonna
put it in the chat. A little challenge. I want to leave everybody with a challenge, because I always come up with new challenges, and this is my new one. So before we leave, I want everybody to try this out. So I done it with my kids. I do it with everybody.
Yeah.
I want you to go to start at kindergarten and all the way through your school years. And I want you to remember your teacher's name and something that you remember from that year. Like, can you go from kindergarten and say, my teacher's name was this? No?
I don't, honest to God, I do not remember kindergarten. I think I remember grade 2, maybe grade 5. I can't even remember my teacher's names.
And when the thing that you remember comes to you, you're going to realize that every single thing that you remember played a role in who you are today. So
absolutely.
Go from junior kindergarten all the way to grade 8. If you could do high school too. Think about those, because you know what? When you start losing your memories, they go, and I'm trying to keep them alive in my kids. And that's why I always ask them questions. I say to them, do you remember this? Do you remember that? Go through the years. And I wrote it down for them. So I did both of them, and I wrote down what they remember from each year. And it's amazing, because I don't want them to lose those memories.
That's beautiful.
Want them to realize that as they get older.
That's a fantastic idea. That's a fantastic idea.
Yeah, so give it a try.
Thank you. Let me just check here.
Time's up.
Sabrina, your soul is beautiful. You're authentic and pure. How beautiful. Peace, love, and good energy. Thank you all for showing up. Sabrina, thank you. For anyone who's interested in learning more about the chakras, I have my next class coming up on June 1st. I have 50% off. If you're not following Holistic Journey, feel free to do so. On Facebook, it's Holistic Journey. On Instagram, it's holisticjourney.ca. The website is holisticjourney.ca as well. And all join me next week with another very beautiful and empowering woman who I will reveal to you on Monday, who's going to join us next Thursday. So be sure to follow us and register for your spot to be in this webinar. Sabrina?
Thank you so much, Anna.
Thank you.
Kisses and hugs. I'm hugging
Yes,
everybody.
virtual hugs.
Hugs, hugs, hugs.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful, beautiful light.
Thank you so
And
much.
thank you for the work that you do out there, Sabrina.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
Good night.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Bye.